He's kept his counsel till now, explaining that he wanted to support his successor, Mrs May.
The reason I don't give lots of interviews and answer lots of questions about this is her job is hard enough already without her immediate predecessor giving a running commentary, so she has my support and I wish her well.
But with a book coming out and another resident in number 10, that's changed. He clearly has regrets about the EU referendum, saying, "I think about this every day. Every single day I think about it, the referendum and the fact that we lost and the consequences and the things that could have been done differently. And I worry desperately about what is going to happen next." He defends the decision to hold the vote over EU membership, but is highly critical of those who lined up against him. Boris Johnson and Michael Gove, he says, behaved appallingly. "I think what I say is that over the issue of whether or not we had a veto over Turkey and over the issue of the £350 million on the bus, I think they left the truth at home." One MP among the 21 expelled from the Tory party by Boris Johnson says David Cameron underestimated what he was up against.
It shines through from David Cameron's interview that he expected, to a certain extent, both sides to play fair, what you might call the Queensberry rules, if you like, and wasn't expecting so many punches below the belt.
Mr Cameron springs to the defence of MPs like Mr Vasey, taking the whip from hard-working Conservative MPs, and sharp practices using prorogation of Parliament have rebounded. "I didn't support either of those things," he says. "Neither do I think a no-deal Brexit is a good idea." It emerged last week that Mr Johnson had described his predecessor as a girly swat. Was he worried about any comeback in the memoirs?
Absolutely nothing that David Cameron says in his memoirs in the course of the next few days will diminish the affection and respect in which I hold him.
What may worry him, Mr Cameron's view on a second referendum. "I don't think you can rule it out because we're stuck," he says. Others who know him well say the former Prime Minister is filled with remorse.
In my view, he's still racked by it, and I think he feels quite torn up, if I can put it like that, by calling the referendum, by losing the referendum, and by what that has plunged his country into.
A Prime Minister whose legacy will be Brexit, whatever he says or writes. Libby Vina, News at 10, Westminster.